Mug foods. Mug foods. Hello. Oh, wait. Can you do it? Oh, well, I can't pin it anymore. Hello. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming. That was my really poorly done wave. Hello. We have moved. We are now in my kitchen because I need the microwave. So we adjusted. Oh, I'm so glad you made that glow and you liked it. That makes me happy. Tonight we are gonna make a mug biscuit, a mug cheddar and chive biscuit, a mug pizza, a mug cookie, a mug cake, and then the surprise no-bake mug item that I found and have been thinking about all day because it was really good. I was really surprised. So we're just gonna make a whole bunch of mug stuff. I guess we can just go ahead and get started. Okay, so first, let's talk about, okay, mug stuff was so hard for me when I started keto. I couldn't figure it out. I made terrible mug bread all the time and ate it, and it was horrible. So let's just start with what I use, and we'll just go from there. So when I say mug, I know y'all think this. Y'all think coffee mug, right? I do have my old videos on YouTube, and I will start putting these on YouTube also. I haven't done last week's, but I will. I will put it on there. You know, if you wanted a sweet mug biscuit, you could probably just add a little bit of like sweetener to any of these and it'd probably be the same thing. Maybe not with garlic. Okay, so when you think mug, I know y'all think coffee mug, right? This is what most people think. Not this, like more the round, y'all know what I mean, coffee mug. When I think coffee mug, when I think of mug cake, this is what I prefer to use. They're these little Pyrex dishes. I think they're a cup, 1 cup. Paul actually got these and gave me a set of them. They're perfect for everything mug. Everything mug can go in these. I've also used these Pyrex dishes, which are 3 ounces, 6 ounces, half a cup. Is that half a cup? That's half a cup. Cup, half a cup. I've used all of these items to make mug items in, including this one. And then if you're feeling real extra and you want to make a double batch of one of these, I use something like this little Pyrex. This is good for like mug cakes and things like that instead of like a mug cookie because it's a little bit more flat and kind of even. Mug items. You could use any of these. I'm going to use all of these because we're making a lot of mug items. So I'm just going to use everything I have. Okay, so the first one, I made a little list right here on my fridge. To do these in this order because I figure let's do dinner first and then we can have dessert later after we do. I love Pyrex too. I have so much Pyrex. They're the only like mixing bowls I use in all my storages. Pyrex. I love Pyrex. Okay, so for these mug, for a lot of mug stuff, people like weigh them out. I've noticed that even if you don't weigh, it's not that big of a deal because it's just a mug item. So not stressful, not that big of a deal if you don't exactly weigh it. Like, it is so nice because let's say you mess up, you only messed up this much cookie instead of a whole batch of cookies. So plus you can track this. Sorry, I thought I heard Paul come downstairs. All right, mug biscuit is what we're gonna make first. All right, so this is, I wish y'all could see how much stuff is right here because it's a lot. I have a bar right here too. This is just such a great setup because now I can be here and I can just microwave. Okay, so the first thing we're making is just a biscuit. I figured if you want to make like a bread item, you don't want to make a whole bunch of a bread item. 1 biscuit's kind of what you're looking for, right? Like you made dinner for the whole family, you should want a fucking biscuit. We're gonna see how this is. I've never made this biscuit before, so who knows? Okay, so this one's from Keto Connect. Their recipes are pretty good, so we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so you always start almost every mug cake by microwaving a tablespoon of butter. So last night when I was testing out this other recipe, I went ahead and cut up tablespoons of butter. on here. So tablespoon of butter. You're going to, normally you start every recipe by melting a tablespoon of butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and melt that. And then we'll get the other ingredients going, so. Okay, that's gonna be annoying walking back and forth. I'm sorry, but I'm not tripping. I don't have a microwave that's not in the wall. Okay, so it also calls for 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1 egg. I brought, you'll have no idea how much shit's up here. Like everything that I needed ingredient wise is here other than what's in the freezer still. Okay, 1 egg. You know what I don't like about recipes? Are you ready for this? When it says 1 large egg. I got eggs. It's just gonna be an egg. I don't know what size it is, but it's gonna go in there. I realize that there's smaller eggs, so like, but who cares if you have medium eggs? Like, I'm not going to buy large eggs for this recipe. Okay, so it says melt the butter, add the coconut flour. So usually you melt the butter, add the dries, add the liquids, whatever. Okay, so it's 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. I'm going to level it off with my finger because I am that chef. That chef. Not really a chef. Dang. I can't tell you how old this coconut flour is, friends. Like, this probably came from my apartment. I know this came from when I lived in my apartment. Like, look at this. Look at that. Look how scratched that is. Coconut flour go bad? I bet it does. It doesn't smell rancid, so I'm not really that worried about it. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, baking powder, and seasonings. All right, so if you were like me, or whatever, I stopped using aluminum deodorant at the beginning of the year. I started with Schmidt's. I like it. It smells nice, but it didn't keep me as fresh as I'd like to be. So I moved on to Native. Also doesn't keep you very fresh. You're just gonna stink if you don't use aluminum deodorant. But if you get rid of aluminum deodorant, you should probably get rid of the aluminum in your baking powder. I realize it's probably not a lot, but it's only $1 more and it doesn't have aluminum in it. Somebody said, they're like, you're using aluminum baking powder. And I was like, oh shit, I don't do aluminum. So, anyways. Okay, so baking powder, it says baking powder, 1 teaspoon. Okay, another thing, I mean, 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm sorry. Please don't write these down. Please go Google these recipes. I cannot read and do this at the same time. You know what I also don't like about recipes is how they list ingredients in order of the amount in the recipe, which I get, but I don't fucking care if they're in the order or not because I just want to know what I need next. What do I need next? What do I need next? What's the next step? Because I'm not going to read the whole recipe, at least not the ingredients. I didn't read any of these recipes. Rule number 1 of recipe making is you read the recipe first. I don't follow the rules. I'm a rebel. It does have aluminum in it, so check that out. Baking powder and seasonings. So the seasoning I picked for my biscuits and stuff, I wanted to use everything but the bagel. You know, trendy basic stuff. This is from Trader Joe's. I think it's $2.99 or something like that. And I'm not going to measure any of this. You measure seasonings with your heart. That's probably enough seasonings. Okay, then you add the egg, water, cheese, and heavy cream. So I have all of that, including heavy cream. This fridge right here is fantastic. So easy. Okay, so add an egg. It says large egg. This is the largest egg I pulled out. That's how we're gonna do that. Ooh, that coconut flour like soaked up, look. It like soaked up all of the butter. Okay. 1 egg. I bet that's really loud right there. I have a trash, little bowl for trash right there. I bet that was really loud. I saw that, Figgy, I saw that your apple cider vinegar was bad. Do you know how often I use bad ingredients? Like way more than I probably should. So now I'm checking like dates on everything because, okay, my stuff was all fresh. Paul's been carrying around shit for years. I threw away something that said 2018 the other day on it. I was like, oh my God, I have used almost all of this item and it was bad in 2018. I did not die, but we've also eaten mayo. I just eat old food apparently. Just that person. Gross. Gross. Egg, it says water, so 2 tablespoons of water. I'm not gonna risk it and try to use this little thing right here, but I am just gonna go skirt, skirt. use a mug to get some water. Okay, 2 tablespoons of water. I have never made this recipe. This feels very liquidy. I guess, so coconut flour does absorb a lot more liquid, so it gets really dry really, really fast. So I guess that makes sense. Water, cheese, and heavy cream. So it says 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese. I bought this. I'm not impressed. Like the Costco big bag is what I normally buy. This was not impressive. I wasn't as impressed as I wanted to be about it. I really like to look cheese too. This is just cheddar. It's not that big a deal. I'm not gonna measure cheese. It's about 1/4 cup. It's about 1/4. Extra. Okay, and then heavy cream, and it says 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. Just gonna keep using the same thing. So I'm making mug stuff, all the mug foods. So we're making some biscuits, a pizza, like a cauliflower pizza, a no-bake item, a cookie, and a cake. So heavy cream, mix until combined. So let's go ahead and mix it up. Oh, y'all can't really see what I'm doing down here. Y'all need to see my head. There we go. That's way better. Now you can see. I don't have a my microwave. If I was in my apartment, I would have moved a microwave, but it's not an option. All right, so I'm just mixing up the mug cake. That is my little claw. Little baby claw. All right, this is very liquidy. You'll see that? Did I do this right? I hope so. I used butter, I used coconut flour, I did an egg, heavy cream, water, cheese, seasonings, baking powder. I did all those things. All right, so it says we have to microwave for 3 minutes, the longest one I've ever made, and allow to cool for 2 minutes outside of it. Okay, so this is one that I would probably do like a flat bowl, but it's already in the mug, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. This one is coconut flour. This is the only one that actually called for coconut flour. I'm not a big coconut flour fan. Keto Connect uses coconut flour, I think, a lot. It's kind of just whatever works for you. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 3 minutes. So, 3 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next mug item while that cooks. As soon as that dings, we're gonna take it out of the mug and let it rest for 2 minutes is what it says. I don't need that. Okay, so the next one on the list is the cheddar and chive. It's gonna be the same thing. It's a different recipe made with almond flour. So we're just gonna check it out and see what it is anyways. All right, I have printed all of these and I numbered them to try to stay in order. I have produced this today. If y'all watched last week, y'all know production was all over the board. So this time I printed it. So the one we just did was Keto Connect, and I'll remind y'all again what it was. So the next one is from Rule.me, which is a OG to the OGs of keto. Did y'all see D? Did he walk by? What are you doing? He did walk by. Rule.me, the OGs of the OGs of recipes. Okay, so for the sake of time and not having to read the recipes over and over again, I'm going to tell you what the title of them is and where to find them. And then you can go Google them later if you'd like. Just because if I have to run through 6 recipes, individually tell you every single, it will just take a really, really long time. It does matter because coconut flour absorbs a lot more liquid than almond flour does, so it bakes differently, so watch out there. Okay, bacon, cheddar, chive. I have some bacon, I don't have cheddar. I mean, I do have cheddar, I don't have chives, whatever. I forgot I do have bacon though, so that's a win. Win, win, win. All right, so this one is going to be mix all the ingredients together. Oh shit, I can do that. That's easy. Oh. It says 2 tablespoons of butter. It doesn't say if it's melted. What do y'all think? Do we melt it? I think we melt it. Because every other recipe calls for melted butter. So we're gonna go ahead, and this one seems like a pretty... No, it's not the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be melted, so we're gonna melt it. All right, so got 2 more tablespoons of butter. I pre-cut these yesterday for the sake of just trying to save time. 36 seconds before I can cook that, or melt that. And this, we're gonna go ahead and put the other ingredients in there. And it says 1 large egg, 2 tablespoons of almond flour. Normally you're supposed to, whenever you bake, you put in like dries first and do, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to melt it too. You're supposed to do dry first and then wets and then mix them together. So I'm gonna do the dries first. So 2 tablespoons of, dang it, not of dang it. That was liquid, and now I need another item to measure stuff with. I just have a whole, do y'all not just have a bowl of measuring stuff? Is this normal? Because like I go through at least this many every time I cook. Every time I cook, it makes no difference. Oh, 3 minutes. It said take it out. We gotta take it out. We gotta put it on something cool. What do we put it on? We're gonna put it on this. All right, y'all ready? All right. Take it out. Oh, it smells really good. Oh, it's hot. It is hot. Okay. It's so hot. All right, I got this. Y'all ready? I'm working on like 2 feet by 2 feet space. Okay, so we're gonna take it. That is hot. That is so hot. I don't know if that worked or not. Hot, 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 hot. You just keep doing it until it comes out, right? There we go. All right, and then it says sit for 2 minutes. It smells very eggy. I'm gonna say that off the bat. Very, very eggy smelling. So, it says 2 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and let's make the other thing. That was hot. My fingers are hot. All right. I didn't have a better way to do any of that, or I would have. All right, 2 tablespoons of almond flour. That's what we were working on. We need a tablespoon that's not wet. God, that bowl is so hot, I just touched it again. Okay. If y'all don't use, like, kitchen towels, these will save the environment. I think I got 4 for $5 or something at IKEA. Like, they're just blue and white. I bleached them. They're great. All right, 2 tablespoons of almond flour. We're gonna make another. This one's the cheddar chive recipe. We're gonna taste them and see which one's better. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to tell y'all what the good stuff is, not this is how you make it. Even though I've never tried these items before, so I guess we're gonna find it together. Okay, so we got 2 tablespoons of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 egg, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder. Half a teaspoon. All right. So this is the bacon cheddar chive mug cake from Roll.me. We're gonna see how this one is compared to the Keto Connect cheddar biscuit. I think that's what it's called. Sorry, I'm gonna put this up online it'll be up on my page for 24 hours and then I'll put it on YouTube. So, and also if you have any questions, you can just ask me and I'll let you know where I got all of this stuff from. Mix everything together. Lightly slam cup against, lightly slam. I'm so glad I don't write recipes because that's just so goofy. Oh, egg. Got an egg. 1 large egg. I don't know what size this is. It's an egg. It's just gonna have to work. Egg. Baking powder, almond flour, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the butter. I brought another fork. So everything gets mixed with a fork. All right, just going to, okay, so this one says, mix all your base together. So before you so even when you're making like mug cookies or anything that has like chunks in it, like this is gonna have bacon in it, you always wanna mix like the liquids and stuff together before you put in the chunky things like chocolate chips, because it will create a mess and you'll never mix it right. All right, I'm just gonna mix this till it's not like super lumpy. All right, it says chop your bacon and your chives, then add all the flavors together. So for flavor, it wants bacon. I brought bacon. I got bacon. I think it has an expiration date. Mine has an expiration date. Mine is 2021, so should be good for quite a while. All right, I'm cooked some bacon this week. Just gonna, there we go. Probably calls for a little bit more just because we like bacon. You know, I like bacon. I'm not like a fanatic about bacon. I don't need bacon on everything. It goes with breakfast. It can go on a hamburger. It can be on a sandwich. It can go in a salad. But I don't want to just like bake it on fucking everything. Like that's just so much. This does not make any sense. Like, this is kind of stupid. I'm sorry. I just paused. So the flavor is a totally different, like, cup of stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm using 1 mug. 1 mug is the rule. We're not using fucking, excuse me. I'm sorry. I guessed. I'm not using 8 bowls. So it also needed another tablespoon of almond flour, bacon, cheese, chives, and Mrs. Dash. Again, I'm not using Mrs. Dash. We're going to go ahead and use... About what I needed. The first thing I made was this biscuit. You want to try it? It's kind of eggy. It's not too bad. Okay. Super good. I'd make this again a lot. Oh, I'd make this again. I don't know if I would eat it a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not a big coconut like flour fan, and I'm very aware it's coconut. It is kind of eggy. Most things, if they come out eggy, if you stick them in a toaster oven or in the oven or something like that, they get more toasty and like a bread. But it's okay. It's alright. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to make that one. It wasn't hard. The macros are pretty high because it has like cheese and heavy cream. Like this one doesn't have cheese and heavy cream. It just has cheese. I realize this is supposed to be cheddar. I'm going to use this anyways, which is everything but the bagel. All right. So here's the flavor. I don't understand why these are on 2 different lines. Like everything is just supposed to be mixed in a bowl. This is the whole point of bowl stuff. Hi, Audie. Thank you for coming. We're making mug stuff. Hi, Liz. We're making yours next. As soon as I stick... Nope, I'm going to make a pizza and then yours is going to come. We're making dinner first. So far we made Keto Connects. I don't freaking know what they call this. I think it's just called a biscuit. It's cheesy. I used everything but the bagel. It's kind of eggy. I probably could have mixed it a little bit better. I'm very aware it's coconut flour. It's good. It does taste like egg though. All right, so here's the bacon cheddar chive one. Sorry, that's rude with your mouth open. I'm gonna put this in the microwave, and it says microwave for 65 seconds on high. All right, so when they say, wait, I don't know how to work this. Oh my gosh, good time, 65. Sorry. Okay, so when the microwave says high or low, you can change that setting. Google your microwave, and you can change it, and it will change your life whenever you're making anything melted. Any kind of melting of keto like chocolate will get so much easier if you know how to like change your power setting. So it made a world of difference to me. Okay, so the third thing we're gonna make, and that, okay, so here's the Keto Connect one, coconut flour. It's okay, it's eggy. I don't know if I go out of my way to make it. It has heavy cream and cheese in it. It's a lot of fat for me. Like, it's okay. It's not bad. This one we just made just has egg, butter, almond flour. It does have 2 tablespoons of butter, and the other one only had 1. I don't know what the macros are, so you'd have to do the math for yourself. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the cauliflower pizza. Now, friends, I have not made this one before, so this is gonna be fun together. It doesn't call for butter at all, which is fantastic. It calls for half a cup of cauliflower. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this rice cauliflower, and I'm gonna make it. Because this is what I'm gonna use. It says to use fresh cauliflower, but I don't want to follow directions. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the microwave for 4 minutes. Oh my God, this got huge. And it's hot as fire. All right, so here is the second mug biscuit. This is the cheddar chive, I don't remember. Bacon cheddar chive biscuit from Rule.me. Okay, fat is good, but if you're trying to lose fat, don't waste all your calories on fat. Because what you're doing, you don't want to overeat just to be keto. Calories still matter. So just eating fat to eat fat, if you're not paying attention to calories, means you could not lose weight because you're just eating fat to eat fat. Like, I use fat-free cream cheese, or the lower fat cream cheese, because then I can have more cream cheese. Because calories matter. Does that make sense? So, okay, this is the bacon cheddar chive one. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this out. It's hot. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. I'm not gonna eat this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it in this bowl right here because Paul will eat that. We got to test mug stuff last night and he was all about testing mug cakes yesterday. So, okay, we're gonna, that's hot and that probably could be cooked longer. Okay, so this is the bacon cheddar chive one. It's very hot, so I'm gonna let it cool off for a minute. If you're making a mug item and it comes out and it's really, really, really wet, if you let it sit for a minute, it'll dry out a little bit. All keto stuff does. So here's the bacon cheddar chive one from Rule.me. So let's let that cool off a little bit and then we'll go from there. Okay, Liz is here, or she was here. I wanted to make a mug something, and she said, make something you don't have to cook. And almost all the mug things you're supposed to cook. Liz, are you here? I hope you're here. This is all for you. I was so excited because an awesome friend follower messaged me and she said, have you had this before? I said, no, but now I need it. Okay, so I'm gonna make it and then we can talk about it. I had to write it down because y'all know I'm kind of all over the place. All right, move my shit. I am thirsty from eating that. I got stuff everywhere. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. This was really good, and I'll show you. Don't forget to get your water in, friends. Water break. We used to do that on live. Whenever I'd say a certain word of the day, we would have a water break. Okay, no bake mug dessert. It's a dessert. You do have to melt butter. And if you can't melt butter, I can't help you here. I am not going to be able to help you if you can't figure out how to melt butter. So that's the only thing that you have to do is you're going to melt 17 grams of butter. I have 55 seconds before I can melt this fucking butter. So this recipe is done by weight, and I made it yesterday by weight, so we're gonna make it by weight so I can figure it out, or so we can make it properly. Excuse me. This is the scale that we have. You can use any food scale you like. I have many of food scales. This one's good. I have like 5 different kinds. So, all right, let's try this biscuit, this other one. All right, a little eggy. Came apart nicer than the other one did, but that could be just me. All right, I don't hate it. I don't hate this. Okay, so I don't like the bacon in it at all. Not the taste. The taste is fine. I just don't like the crunchy pieces in it. I would eat this biscuit over that other coconut biscuit. I don't like coconut flour. I just don't. Something about it. This one has a really good flavor. I would make this again, but without the bacon in it. The tear on it is really bready. Let me show you. I like to see that. This one's cooled off quite a bit, but it's not too bad. I just don't like coconut flour that much. This flavor is really good though. That everything with the bagel, fantastic. Okay. I'm going to melt our butter. Melting the butter. All right, for this recipe you need butter, chocolate chips, almond flour, sugar substitute. I say sugar in my head. I even say bread in my head. I just call everything. Yeah, the bacon and the cheddar one, this is hot. This is pretty good. Like and it's huge. Like you could half this and share with a friend. Absolutely. All right. So you're supposed to melt the butter. Then you're gonna put 25 grams, I'm gonna turn on my scale, 25 grams of chocolate chips. I made 2 different versions. I used, okay, so Lily's came out with like semi-sweet, and I have dark chocolate. The dark chocolate are littler than the semi-sweet. I like both a lot. Like, so I've been using both in like different things to see like what I prefer. But if you can tell, see, the bigger ones are the semi-sweet, and then these are the dark chocolate ones. They're both great. I'm just going to dump all these in here. So you're actually going to put them in the melted butter. I think yesterday I did melted butter in cubes and then did the sugar, the chocolate in it. It's not that big of a deal. The chocolate's going to melt either way. So what you're doing is you're putting 25 grams. I don't add too many. You can't take them back out because I already have butter in there. 25 grams of chocolate is what we're pretty much... so all these recipes, this recipe is from Joe Duff. So you're more than welcome to Google Joe Duff, and it's called the brownie batter. It's brownie batter, and it's really good. It's so good. All right, so he likes to use little spatulas for everything. So I got a spatula. So all I did was I put those chocolate chips in that hot butter, and it just melted them for me. See that? We're just gonna, oh shit, splooged on myself a little bit. Just gonna mix it in until all the butter and the chocolate is melted together into like a chocolate sauce. This is pretty much what it's supposed to look like. See? There we go. I haven't had his cookie dough one. You know, I followed him forever, and I was like, I'm kind of snotty about recipes. Like, unless I've tried something I've liked by you, I don't want to try recipes, which is totally one of those, you need validation, but I won't give it to you. Okay, so chocolate. His name is Joe Duff, and it's called brownie batter. It took me a while. It's the picture that has walnuts on top of it. So I did 17 grams of melted butter. I put in 25 grams of Lily's chocolate chips. Then you're going to use 1/3 cup of almond flour. He says he actually, like, if you read his recipes, he has them in grams, and then he's like a heaping thing of it. Like, I'm going to need you to be more specific. He's specific and not specific at the same time. So I just used 1/3 cup of almond flour. His also calls for powdered swerve. I'm not making powdered anything today. I don't feel like it, and I don't want to. I'm making a brownie batter item. It's a non-bake mug item. It's really good. It really is. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of pure. It's not really going to be 2 tablespoons of pure, but I'm just going to use probably 1.5 or so because pure's ratios are off. For what recipes call for, you want to use half of that in pure until you build up tolerance to it, and eventually you'll use more. The cheddar bacon chive recipe is from ruled.me, RULED.ME. You could use it. He has great recipe. He, them, I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. OG of the OGGs. It's where I got all my macros from. Love ruled meat. You don't have to buy anything there. Okay, so I won't post any of these recipes I'm doing right now. And the reason is I didn't come up with the recipes. I don't think it's fair to post their recipes when you could go to their site. You get them a little bit of income, you get to know their name, and you get to know them a little bit, and you never know what other recipes you'll find. I do have 2 mug-like recipes that are my own. I don't know if we're gonna get to them today. I'm just not worried about. They're on my page. It's not a big deal. They're a mug cookie and a mug cake. Those are I'm gonna do last because I've done those before, and I wanted to kind of venture out a little bit. So we need 6 grams of cocoa powder. I did measure out these things in grams this time. Okay. Tina, if you'll message me, I'll direct you where you need to go. I don't mind helping out. So we are going to use 6 grams of cocoa powder. Yeah, like, you know, people in our community come up with these recipes and they're like, hey, go to my site to see it. And you're like, I don't fucking go to their site. That's how they pay to make recipes. I don't get paid to do any of this. All of this comes out of my own income. But when they have made all these recipes and done all the testing and bought all the ingredients, The least we can do is go to their site. They don't make any money off of you. They make money off of companies. So it doesn't even have anything to do with you. But by you clicking their recipe, you just helped them out so they can make more recipes. And that's important to me. I don't make recipes. I don't know how to make recipes. I'm not good at it. I got like 5 because I created them over years of trying different stuff. But these people spend a lot of their day trying to give us recipes for things that we don't even know how to make. Like, I don't know how to make any of this. Nobody's a pain. I don't mind sending y'all. I don't mind giving y'all links. I got more stuff in the works for this. Except I'm waiting until the end of the year. But I want to do more of this. I want to be able to tell y'all, this is the recipe you need to make. Like Chef Resha, those brown butter cookies I posted yesterday or the day before are the best of that cookie I have ever found. And then the Wholesome Yum blog, her shortbread cookie, the best shortbread cookie. I've made tons of recipes. And what I want to do in the next year is I want to make more recipes. And I want to tell y'all, this is the lasagna to make. Or, because you know what? When I get online and I'm like, I want to make a lasagna. I'm going to make a keto lasagna. I get on and there's 700 keto lasagnas. And I'm immediately like, never mind. I get so overwhelmed instantly about it, right? And I'm just like, I'm not coming through 800 recipes to figure out which one I want to make. I'm not going to do that. Especially because do I have all the ingredients? Do they use a million ingredients? I love Maria Emmerich, but she uses 1,000 ingredients. I'm not going to ever make something that has more than like 10 ingredients most of the time. I'm just not going to do that. Sorry, I got off on a tangent. I want to tell y'all what's easy, what's good, what I did, and what recipes you should go make. Because I've already made them, and some of them are really bad, but some of them are really, really good. Like Kendra Hawley, her egg roll in a bowl is the best one. Every person has it on their blog. Every person has remastered it. Every person does egg roll in a bowl. But Kendra Hawley does the best egg roll in a bowl. Period. That's just how it is. Okay, so, sorry, little tangent. We're going to do 6 grams of this. I know that Liz is not around, so we're going to use 6 grams of this cocoa powder. I accidentally put way too much in it. Oh, that was loud. 6 grams of cocoa powder. Oh, everything's just a disaster. That's good enough. Okay. The best keto, everything calls everybody, this is the best keto. Not everything can be the best, friends. Not everything can be the best. I'm not convinced. And you know, so you say that if you have to buy something special, you don't want to make the recipe. I did that for years. If I couldn't find it locally, I wasn't making it. I didn't have Amazon Prime until this year. I refused to have Amazon Prime. I didn't have the income to buy extra stuff. What if I bought an $18 bag of allulose and it came out like trash? I would be so mad because my income could not handle that. My mind could not handle that. But there's a couple recipes that I have done and spent the money and they were worth it 100%. And Chef Resha's cookies are one of them. So, and don't get me wrong, I like a lot of stuff other people don't like. I'm super picky. I'm very picky. And I don't lie about stuff. So I'm gonna make somebody's recipe. If I don't like it, here's a rule. In keto, same world. If I don't like something, I don't talk about it. Because maybe somebody else is gonna like it. And that's not it's not me to rain on somebody else's parade or something they like. So when y'all see all these people get all these products from people, I got them and didn't talk about them. I'm just letting y'all know. That's kind of how this whole works for me. I will not talk about a product I just can't stand behind. A fourth a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm sorry. I just totally got off on so many tangents. The allulose is worth it. The allulose is so worth it. Allulose is worth it. Man, is it worth it. I just didn't want to buy allulose for so long. And it's so good. Okay, so this recipe is from Joe Duff. It is his brownie batter. It is 17 grams of melted butter, 25 grams of chocolate chips, sugar-free chocolate chips, And then I put a third of a cup of almond flour, a tablespoon and a half of pure. Do it to flavor. If you're using pure, try to like make something and then taste it before you. Once it bakes, it kind of gets less cooling. So, hi Tori. All my friends are coming to say hi to me today. I feel so special. I feel so loved. Almond flour, Swerve, 6 grams of cocoa powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, salt, and then 2 tablespoons, 25 grams of almond milk. It says vanilla almond milk. I just use Silk. It doesn't have any flavor, doesn't have anything in it. I am making brownie batter, which is a non-bake mug item. I was challenged to find a non-bake mug item. And the only thing you have to do for this item is melt butter. If you can't melt butter, I can't help you here. So here is, oh, all right. Wait, I'm gonna mix this really fast and I'm gonna taste it, but I'm gonna show you what else I made. I'm gonna show you the other thing I made. I use the same recipe. So all you do is you just mix this up. And I was like, the whole time I'm making this, I have like shit face. I'm just like, cause I don't want, I'm so shit. I don't want other people to be really good at making recipes, even though I don't make recipes, but I'm like, why you gotta be so good at this? So I want this to be, I was shocked. It was so good. All right, so I'm just mixing it all together. There's no egg in this. There's just everything but egg. Like everything that you would have. You know, the bars, they get sent out, they get mass sent out. I got all those bars. I won't lie. Paul loves Hecka. He loves those bars. I'd rather eat steak or chicken, something with some dip or some cheese. Like I would rather eat anything else than one of those bars. I mean, I guess if you're in a pinch, I get it. You're in a pinch. You need something to eat. I'll just not eat. I'll just eat scrambled eggs when I get home. That's just who I am. But Paul loves Hecka. He thinks they're delicious. So I know y'all see them. They're really expensive. I just don't talk about them because I don't think anybody should buy $40 worth of bars. Buy $40 worth of steak or chicken. Treat yourself to something like a Butcher Box or a Keto Mojo. Get a cookbook for $40. God, you could get 3 cookbooks for $40. You just can't get behind those things that feel wasteful when you could have anything else except for whatever 12 goes into 40. Over $3. Okay, so this is the brownie batter. I have used every fork in my kitchen this week. All right, so here it is. This is the brownie batter. Okay, as it sits, it dries. So it's so good. He does recommend using powdered sugar. I just don't care. It's kind of crunchy because you can like feel the granules. Don't care. Okay, so I made this, and I was like, that's Soul. She's Korean. She's around. I get to see her this week. I'm really excited. This is good. Okay, so what I did is this recipe is called Brownie Batter. It's by Joe Duff. If you Google brownie batter, Joe Duff, it'll be the photo of kind of like this, but it'll have nuts on it. I will put it in my bio links, and so y'all can all do it. So I want to show y'all what I made yesterday. Okay, so I made this yesterday because I wanted to taste it before I told people I can make this, because I do that a lot, and then I can't make something. So you can't eat brownie batter. This doesn't have egg in it. I mean, you can eat raw egg, but I kind of like this. So what I did is I made 2 of these, and then he recommended to put it in the fridge so it's like fudge. And I was like, tell me more about fudge. I like fudge. Okay, so I have these little silicone things that my best friend got me for my birthday, and I made fudge. So all I did was I put a little piece of parchment paper in there, and this is the same thing that we just made, except for now it's like fudge. It's like a brownie. Y'all see that? Look at that. Ooh, I don't know if that works. And I put like a whole bunch of stuff on top. It's fudge. It's delicious. No bake mug item that you can make for dessert and you can track. You know, to make a whole bunch of them. Nobody needs this much. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this feels like I would never eat. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. I would not eat this entire thing. This is so much. Like, a mug of this is way, way, way enough. This is so much dessert. It's so rich. But I'm really excited about this. This was good. I didn't even have foil on this. I just put it in the fridge like this. I'm just gonna put it back in the fridge like this. I just formed it in this little pan. That's it. That's all. How's the teeth? So that's the no bake brown mug item that I made. We're gonna make. I am going to. Okay, I have time to make the cauliflower pizza, so let's do it really, really fast because I really want to try it anyway. So I was gonna try it if we got off here anyways. Okay, so move everything out of the way. I don't have a bowl. I don't have a bowl. I've used all of the bowls today. I did not like this. I don't even think I'm gonna let Paul eat this. That's that Keto Connect coconut flour one. Don't like the coconut flour one. Really like the almond flour. This was killer. That was really good. I really like that. Okay. We are gonna make the mug cauliflower pizza. What happens? I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. So first thing it calls for, holy jeez. I have been a mess over here. There's so much stuff right here. Can somebody come and clean up? Why do I have to be the setup and the cleanup crew? Why does that happen? Not a fan. Okay, half a cup of cauliflower. We're gonna use half a cup of steamed cauliflower because I'm a rebel and I don't want to use fresh cauliflower. That's okay. Open this. Yeah, cauliflower smells like farts. Does it not? Does it not? Okay, so yes, the almond flour is the bacon cheddar chive one, and that's from rule.me. That is the second one was way, way better. I don't like coconut flour. I just don't, man. I don't know what it is. Okay, so it says half a cup of, she used fresh cauliflower. We're gonna use steamed cauliflower from Kroger. Half a cup, right in there. This is the only cauliflower I use from Kroger. This is it. This is my favorite. This is the only one I use. I love Kroger. Kroger brand cauliflower is the best brand. So if you've tried the cauliflower and you hated it from another brand, try another brand because I swear the quality is different and it doesn't, it's like they're not using the gross part of the cauliflower. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't have like the smell. It's not the same. A fourth a cup of parm, which I did not get out. Okay, we do have parm. I was like, wow. This is the parm. This is the only parm that we buy now. This is from Costco. I love Costco. Costco has everything. So this is the parm we're gonna use. We're gonna use a fourth of a cup of parm. We're gonna do a little claw because, well, frankly, I don't have a fourth cup over here. And I'm trying to make it through this time. So we're gonna use about that much. Just a little extra just for some, you know, well wishes for the friends. Okay. And then a fourth a teaspoon of Italian seasonings. I am going to use Italian seasoning from Dax. They're pretty popular in the keto community. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. This is what they look like. They have like Italian, spicy. They have a whole bunch of really good seasonings and none have salt, which I really like. I know there's Dash. She doesn't have salt, but she has sugar and just whatever. Thank you, Marie. I love my kitchen. I've been like kind of moving and doing different things. There's my sink. It's beautiful. I love my kitchen. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad I get to be. I love living here. I'm very fortunate to have a very nice house. Okay, so we're going to use a fourth of a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and then we're gonna mix it together. That's what it says to do. And then it says to pat it down, like, so it's gonna be like the crust. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this spoon. I might add chocolate on it. Mixed together with the cauliflower. Cauliflowers. Old leather shoe. What did I say? What was the old leather shoe? Did I say something about a shoe? Does something taste like old leather? Does it feel like old leather? Ooh. Okay, So then it says we're going to... Boogie, does this bug you that I'm making a pizza out of cauliflower and you're like a gourmet pizza maker now? It makes me sad. Me and Soul talked about you the other day. I don't know if y'all know Boogie. Boogie's funny. He looks like a potato. It's not an insult. He knows he looks like a potato. He is a potato. Are you a potato? He was keto and he did carnivore for a really long time. And then what happened was he ate pizza one day and he's never ever not eaten pizza since. To the point that he has purchased a pizza oven to go outside of his house. And if you're in San Antonio, he makes homemade pizzas that I think you can go pick up. Yes, cauliflower does. I am a potato. I knew you were a potato. I knew it. Okay, so we're gonna mix, and it says pat down, and it says we're going to microwave this for 1.5 minutes. So we're gonna microwave this and get the other stuff ready. So let's do that. Cook time 1:30. Start. Live's gonna cut me off in 9 minutes. I just want to say, if you're watching me, if you follow me, if we get to interact together, if whatever it is that has brought you to my page, I appreciate you. I don't care what it is. I'm so lucky to be in our space. I love our community. It's so important to me. I love that I get to cook and y'all want to watch and see what I make. Like, this is so fun for me. I love to bake. I love to cook. I love to tell y'all what's good and what's not bad. I mean, what's bad. Oh man, I opened this can of pumpkin to make cookies and there's no way I'm gonna have time to make them. That might have to be next week. Oh, that's cooking. Anyways, just thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it, because I know you don't have to watch anybody on Instagram, but you're watching me. I don't know what that's off of, but I'm sure it's off of something. This biscuit's pretty good. It is about what? All right. In this community, when you're having a conversation with somebody and they say, do whatever works for you, because if it's working for you, that's what I want for you, is to be happy and healthy, and it works for you. In this community, that's how you should feel. That's how we should support each other, is I see you doing you. That's fantastic. I'm so happy that you're doing whatever is working for you, because this is how I decided this other day. I want you to be happy and healthy. However that works for you. Because, like, I like my boyfriend. Please do not like my boyfriend the way I like my boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, we can all be happy and healthy and do our own things. Like, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing to be happy and healthy. Like, you can do you to be happy and healthy. I wanted Paul to do keto for fucking ever. Like, never pushed it on him. Never said a word about it. Do whatever you like if it makes you happy. And you know what? He stopped doing keto and he's happier not doing keto. And I'm happier that he's happy. That's okay. If he's gonna eat a fucking banana, he can have a banana. It's just, I love that. I want that for all of us. I just want us all to be happy and healthy. And I want to tell you what you should be making. Let's see what this pizza is gonna be like, because I just have this feeling it's not gonna be what I think it's gonna be. So let's keep going. Ooh, it smells good. Ooh. It definitely smells like pizza. I guess anything will smell like pizza with Italian seasoning. All right, so it says 1 tablespoon of marinara. I don't have marinara. What I do have is this very, very frozen tomato paste, tomato sauce. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to break off a little chunk and put it on top of all this, because it's going to go in in the microwave anyways. So, just wing it. I'm going to take this little piece and I said I was gonna, and then I lied. Oh, I broke it. Boop. I think this is paste, so we're only gonna use a little bit. We're just gonna use a little bit. I'm pretty sure I could, like, take it out. I could melt it. I could add some water and it'd be marinara. I'm not doing all that. Yeah. But to give it a little bit of taste, we'll add a little bit more seasoning to it. A little shake. Shake. And then I freeze my parm. I don't use enough parm to justify ever buying this bag. Paul's like, let's buy both bags of all the fucking cheese. You will run out of cheese unless you have 8 people in your family. Like, me and Paul cannot go through 2 bags of this cheese. It's like $7 for 2 bags at Costco. We cannot go through this. Lesson learned. So we just keep it frozen. It says 2 tablespoons of mozzarella. We don't really like the rules. We're just gonna cover all of this with mozzarella. And then all of this is frozen, so that was nice. And I do have pepperoni. Damn, I'm not opening this pepperoni just for this. Not doing it, don't care. We'll add more cheese. Perfect. All right, and then it says throw it back in there for 30 seconds. So we're gonna throw it back in there for 30 seconds. Hopefully all of that melts. We don't know yet, so we'll see what happens. And then we're gonna try the pizza. Again, hi Sharona. All of my friends have come by to see me today and it makes me feel so loved. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming to see me. Y'all have no idea, it makes my day. I'm gonna go up and run upstairs and be like, guess who watched me on live tonight? It means so much to me. If y'all have any questions or comments or concerns? The best biscuit out of both the biscuits we made was the Ruled.me bacon cheddar biscuit. We made the dough. So I'm gonna show y'all, oh, here's the fork I was using. So as it's sitting, it's getting more like solid. See how it's more, see? Now it's just turning into dough. You want me to tell you what I did? Have any of y'all seen Bridesmaids? That was supposed to be funny. Looks disgusting. Not funny. Let's learn. Oh my gosh. Alyssa. It was from Ruled.me and it was delicious. It was so good. I also made a no bake item for Liz and it is so good also. It's brownie batter. And I made it last night and I put it in the fridge to let it harden and like, it's just fudge. It's just fudge. It's just a little serving of fudge. Just some fudge. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight because I'm not gonna need anything. That was really wet. Why is that so wet? Oh, it's in a bowl. The brownie batter is, I googled brownie batter Joe Duff. Oh, pizza. And it was the brownie batter Joe Duff. And it's the brownie photo that he has walnuts on top of. I couldn't find it, like, it was really, really difficult to find. Okay, here's the pizza. My sauce didn't really work out all that well. There we go. I'm just gonna, all right, let's try it. Y'all ready? All right, let's look at that pool. Oh, I forgot the mozzarella. Okay, so let's say you don't want a pizza. You don't want to do all this work. To make the mozzarella stick in a mug, you literally just put marinara, mozzarella, and then you top it with pork rinds. And I was going to use these pork rinds. I didn't have time to make any of the stuff I wanted to make. I don't know where D is. Diesel. We'll see if he's around. I don't know if he's going to come if I call him. So here's the pizza. You know, let's try it before I say anything. Okay. 1, yes. Like crap, yes. This is really, really good. I would make this in a large dish and add all the toppings and call it like a pizza casserole with like jalapenos in it, olives, like all the toppings that you could think of, like a supreme pizza. Ooh, like a supreme pizza casserole. This would be really good like that. And then you could put it in the oven and broil the top. Just like a pizza. This is really good. I'm impressed with this. Okay, it's telling me my time's running out. Thank you for showing up. Questions, comments, and concerns, always let me know. All of these videos are on YouTube. If you need anything, please let me know. I'm always here. I appreciate all of y'all for watching. If you need anything, let me know. All right, y'all have a good night. Oh, where's the end? There it is.